So where was the closest school when you were growing up?
Well, there was a school a mile northwest of where we lived, and we walked to school every day. But there was a schoolhouse up there, one-room schoolhouse.
For homesteaders and ranchers in Colorado, educating the young was crucial. Many settlers made tremendous sacrifices to give their children opportunities that often proved to be just as challenging as managing cattle and building fences. Lloyd Hall has lived in southeastern Colorado his entire life.
In the 7th grade, we had to go over here and about 6 miles from home, and we had to pick up a horseback now, you understand? My sister and we had to pick up a neighbor's kid and take him with us because they didn't have no horses. We went over there every day for school, and she lived in the schoolhouse, the teacher did.
For a child here, an education meant more than catching a bus and doing a little homework at night. Many ranchers established schools in their own home for neighboring children. Others sent their sons and daughters to stay with extended family where they would have a chance to attend lessons. Tilly Autry was born in La Junta in 1912. The daughter of a homesteader from Kansas and a descendant of the Belews, one of the early families of settlers in southeastern Colorado.
Because there wasn't very many schools around at that time, so we boarded teachers at the ranch. The neighbors' kids come into our house, and we had school in our house. They stayed with us during the week, then they'd go home over the weekend. After I graduated from the 8th grade, then I went to Canyon City for high school and graduated from there.
Was that a common thing? Were other people from the region also sent off there, or?
No. If we went any place, we either went by horseback or in a wagon. We didn't have any car till after 1918. Folks generally moved to town and sent their kids to town school.
As the region grew through the early part of the 20th century, opportunities for education improved. Those fortunate enough to make a living in towns saw the most benefit. For many, providing a child with an education proved difficult. Even with improved roads, transportation came at no small cost, and ranch life wasn't always conducive to book learning. Joy Wooten still ranches in southeast Colorado, where her mother's family has been for over a century. She grew up and went to school in Los Alamos County.
It was probably in the 60s. I can remember coming home on a school bus. The dirt was so bad that we had to put our coats over our face and we couldn't see the road and the bus would be stopped. I remember being scared. The school bus had benches on each side, so you would sit, across from each other. And I can remember sitting across from different kids and scared about the dirt. We couldn't see.
Now, folks, we're going to play some good dance music. If you ain't right, get right. Get ready now, let's go. Hot dog.
I remember when I was a kid, we had box suppers at the Villa Green School and square dancing. And that was fun. There was no electricity. There was outhouse. And so it's still standing, but it's remnants of the past.
Company can be hard to come by on the ranch, and schools often became the center of the community. Social events, music, and shared meals helped to stitch different families together even without all the amenities. Most importantly, schools provided a place for people to get to know each other.
They'd have a dance there every Saturday night. A schoolhouse at Bloom, a nice one. They paid my dad $5 a night for all of us to play music. But they only charged a quarter at the door, and if you didn't have a quarter, you didn't have to pay. You know, nobody had much, so that's the way it operated. And my mom played the piano, my dad played the drums. My older brother played the fiddle. The next brother played the clarinet. My older sister played the saxophone. And I played with the girls. I played the trumpet, and every little while I'd lay my trumpet down and go dance with the girls, and pretty soon here come my dad and get me by the ear, and he said, "Get up there and do your part."